Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Google just released another reasoning model and it's called Gemini 2.5 Pro. And I thought I should shoot a video where I try to connect it to my VS Code via Ada. If you watch my last video, I tried to fire up Ada on my system using Anthropic. Anthropic is very expensive. Claude, is it 3.7 Sonnet? I love Claude. I used it a lot because it's just like you prompt it once and it gets it. I code with Claude. And if you want to use it free of charge, it has some rate limits. After a while, it just stops answering you. Let us now hop in and see what they have for us. So I'm going to click on my browser here and I'm going to type Gemini 2.5. I think you can get this via Google's AI Studio. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google's DeepMind's webpage and see what they have to say about Gemini Pro. And of course, if you want to try it, I expect you to try it in Google AI Studio, which is something I think you should all check out. Let's see. Yep, it's experimental here. You can check it. You can do quite a lot of things. So here on the web page, you can see Gemini 2.5 Pro Experimental is our most advanced coding model yet and is state-of-the-art across a range of benchmarks requiring enhanced reasoning. Here they're talking about the performance. You can go through it. Okay, hands-on with 2.5 Pro. Okay, they're telling you what you can do with it. You can create P5.js demo, no HTML. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, I've seen quite a number of people playing around with this. It can create some of these games. Yes, I would love to try this one. Definitely. And they have a prompt here. And of course, you can see they are using Colab. So they went to AI Studio, they prompted it and told it what they wanted. And then they fetched the codes, the code chunk they got, and they just dropped everything, in a cell on Google Colab, and then they just ran it. And here we go. Yeah, this looks interesting. And I'm sure they were able to do several things with this. Here are some of the benchmarks. Let me make it big so that you can see, but you can always go to the web page. And these are just a bunch of numbers. It's nice to go through them, but I just want to see it do what I think it should be able to do. If it can make my work a hell lot easier, I don't care about the numbers as long as it works, right? So they said it's good for coding, and I'm trying to test it out. I'm going to see if it's as good as Sonnet 3.7. If it's as good, then I don't need to pay for, Sonnet 3.7. I'll study more. They say it's experimental. It's multimodal, obviously, as we can see here. Yeah, the data output is mostly text, and this is the number of tokens it accepts. There are rumors, or somebody said that they will make it 2 million tokens. The context window, they will expand it to 2 million. Supported tokens for output 64K. Then the knowledge cutoff is January 2025. So it might know a few things, it might not know a few things. But I think there's a way you can connect it to the internet. So even on AI Studio, you should be able to find a way to connect it to the internet where you can go browse and get more information. So I'm sure that wouldn't be too much of a problem. So this is where you can get them from. Google AI Studio, Gemini API, and then the Gemini app. Okie dokie. Let's see how we're going to play around with this using Ada, the same Ada that we installed the last time, the last video. If you check around, you should be able to see it. I'll put the link to the video in the description so that you can go back if you want to see how I installed it. So here we are in my projects folder. I want to keep this project here. So what I'm going to do, you could do it anyway. I will start my PowerShell. Let me expand it a bit so that you can all see. Cool. So I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it, I'm going to create a new directory and give it a name. I'm going to call it, this time around, I'm going to call it, let's say Gemini. And I'm going to cd into Gemini. Let me clear screen. Sorry, CLS. So I am in Gemini, and the next thing to do is just to start my VS Code. That is what I'm going to do. My VS Code popped up on a different window. I will just drag it here, and I will enlarge it so that you can see. We're here in this new directory that we just created. So what we're going to do is to go to the terminal here and initialize UV init, and I'm going to use Python 3.12. And if you look on the left-hand side, you're going to see all the things that UV will use to populate our directory. It's empty now, but it will soon be populated. So we have everything here that we'll need to play around with this project. And the next thing I'm going to do is to add Ada chart, because what I'm doing is to create an environment where Ada will be working. I don't want it to be all over the system. I just want it to be in that environment. If I'm not in that environment, I might not be able to get to Ada. And we did this the last time. So there we go. And the environment has been created. You can see the .venv folder up. And here we are. Our Py project .toml used to be empty. I forgot to show that to you. But now, well, it wasn't completely empty, but now it has this dependency. It didn't have these dependencies. So once I've done that, I want to activate the Ada chat with Gemini. So what I'm going to do is to go back to where we saw Gemini. And okay, no, I think I'll actually go to Ada's website, Ada chat, and see how to connect to Gemini. The last time we did this, we connected to Anthropic's Sonnet. Now I want to connect to Gemini. I saw Gemini. I could just do a search. Ada Gemini, instead of searching the website. There it is. I can now connect to Gemini. So here we've done this part. They said we should connect to Ada chat. I've done this one already. I don't know if I need to install, they said you may need to install Google Generative AI Yeah, so maybe I should just do that, right? So that I don't run into issues. So I am going to copy this, get back here. As usual, I like to clear my space, and then I'll say UV add, and I'll paste that, see how it goes. And you can check our project.toml. You can see it's being populated also with the latest stuff we're adding to our environment, the latest dependency. And there it's gone. I can do CLS. What I could also do is to activate this environment. It's not too much of an issue. At least it's not complaining, but just to make sure that we're doing the right thing. Okay, now I'm going to go back and check what else I'll need to do. The next thing I'll need to do is to drop in to set my Gemini key. So I'm going to copy this with the key. I can see a bit of a difference in how it's done on Mac and Linux and how it's done on Windows. Yeah, I mean, I could do it here if I wanted to on my PowerShell, which might be clearer. But I'll do it here. But first, I need to go and get my API. My API is in Google AI Studio. So you have to connect with your Gmail account and get there. Really? All right, let's create it. It's creating it for me. And they allow me to copy it. So I'll do that and I'll go back and I will paste it. So I'm going to take it away. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete the key, the word key there. Let me show you. This word key, I'm going to delete it and I'm going to paste that. So let me take it out of the way. Paste it, just take it away from prying eyes. So I have done that. Let's see what else I need to do. Let's go back here. And we want to call the 2.5. But before we do that, maybe we should check a list of all the models that we could use. Let's go back here. Paste that. Why is it not responding? Yes, add it to git ignore. In case I need to push it to my repo. Whatever. I'm not going to push it to my repo. For some reason, it's not listing all the models for me. So let me stop. Keyboard interrupt. And run that again. Did that. Still going through this. Of course, I'm calling Ada. Okay, there we are. So it was nice. I had to go back. So these are all the models. Okay, I thought it was only going to show me the models for Gemini, but it's the models that can run on Ada, apparently. There are quite a lot of them. I mean, it's Vertex AI. Okay. Oh yeah, it's Gemini. Sorry, so it's giving me all the models on Gemini. Wow, this, never knew they had so much. Okay, so thank you for that. I can CLSU. Now I am going to go back and copy the code that I will need so that I could run 2.5. Oh, I don't know why I like using my terminal actually. I could do all of this on my terminal, but let me just paste this here and 2.5 Pro has been activated. Let it think. I don't want anything. I think you should never ask this question again. Okay, cool. Okie dokie. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to ask you to build a website. Build a website that uses Gapminder's data in Plotly Express. I know that is where that data can be found easily. To plot the life expectancy per country with bubble graphs. Is that what they call them? Bubble plot. I can't remember what they call them. Bubble plots? I think so. It should contain 2 pages. Sorry, I need to get something from a page somewhere where I was playing with this. Should I allow it to just do it by itself, or should I give it too much detail? 2 pages. The first shows the map of the entire world with all the countries on it with the bubbles sized based on population. Of each country on each, I'm just writing too much grammar, continent. And the next page displays the same bubbles on a graph plotted for did I say life expectancy? Life expectancy against year. Oops. There should be a play, button that when hit will show the progression across time for each page. Too much. Okay, it's not accepting my API key for some reason. Apparently, I've If I'd been reading all the outputs that I was getting when it was when I was running the first time, we probably wouldn't be in this mess. But it's all good. We all learn all the time. And here you can see it is working using Gemini. Create new file. Yes, create new file. And we can see on our left-hand side that files are being created. Yeah, come on. Keep creating. Keep creating. Come on. You are developing a requirements.txt. Yep, run shell commands. Oh, you want to install all this thing using requirements. I wish you would use my PyProject.toml. Actually forgot I could get my chart history here. Yeah, then I would have gotten my prompts from here. The first one I did, this was the first one I wrote, and I think I wrote it well. See, I need to be doing this more often. That way, I won't be stuck. So I think the problem probably was I didn't restart my virtual machine, my PowerShell. So I don't know what I needed to have restarted, the PowerShell itself or the VS Code. I did with the VS Code, it still had the same problem because the PowerShell was open on a different window. So what I did now was to restart everything. And I think one of them worked. I don't know which one. But are we done? Why are you quiet? Maybe next time I'll tell it to use UV to install stuff because I don't know why it's taking such a long time. What is he using? Pip? Yeah, it's using Pip. Next time I'll tell it to use UV. I'll put it if you need to install any packages, please use UV. Maybe I could stop it and tell it to do that. Install needed packages using UV. Run shell command. Am I supposed to say YD? No. Oh yeah, I should have asked place. I should have used the add command output to chat. Don't. Is that all you installed? Have you build my website? Did I ask you to build a website? What happened? Oh yeah, that's the problem. Rate limits. It will have rate limits. No module name pandas. Required modules using UV, which is already installed. Rate limits. That is the problem instead, I think. Okay, cool. I was able to clear that one. Yes, I'm gonna have rate limits again. Are you done? Let me see what's in the requirements.txt. Just these. So where is my app.py? If you're not going to run, I have to run you myself. Right? Let me see. Chat history. Is it input history now? Oh, calm down. This is the goal. This is the, oh, cool. This is a different discussion. So run the app.py. Okay, cool. Don't ask again. Still asking. Yeah. Wait. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Rate limits. Did you open somewhere and I can't see you? Nothing is blinking. Okay. Should I run you from a different python.main? Hello, Gemini. Good. Then python.app. I don't know why it's running it itself. So what I chose to do was to go. Let me just bring it out here. I chose to go to the I really don't know what's happening. I chose to go to my PowerShell directly and then try running it, but this is all it is doing, so maybe there's an issue. Seems to be restarting a bunch of stuff. Sorry, what did I see? It's asking me to copy all this. All right. Rate limits. All right, it's telling me that it has made the corrections. I don't know how true that is. So I'm going to run it again. Let's see what it gives me. Okay. I'll copy this. Come here. It's a Flask app. Took a while. It should be the easiest thing to do. So it's running on all addresses. I wonder why it's taking time. Okay, Gapminder data visualization. It took a while, but it's here. There's wall map here. There's life expectancy here. And there's a play button. So we built it. Oh dear. Where's my home country? Nigeria is here. Okay, built it. Built it, built it, built it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I could host this if this is important, and I could view it. Yep, I'm excited about this. So the video took a bit longer than I thought. I don't think I had the same stress when I was using Anthropic, so I don't know what I did wrong. We're hoping that this will grow and eventually there will be no rate limits. 1.5 is the easiest to use, but that one has limitations. But 2.5 is great. If you're using it on AI Studio, it's faster. I could have done it there, copied it and pasted it here on just one page. It would have just printed out the same thing, either on Colab or, on something else that, you want to use. Anyway, I don't have much to share with you again. This is what I wanted to work on, trying to see how we could play around with Gemini 2.5. We could build something big with it. I use Ada here. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this kind of videos, please, you can click the like button and subscribe so that when I make new ones, you would be notified. Ciao.